Lucifer's point of view as I stood there looking at my Father God in all of his glorious grand splendor or whatever. My anger started to take hold of me again, and then with my anger I spoke. Why did you send me here? Why didn't you just kill me? Even death is better than this. I don't want to be here anymore. Just kill me please. I begged my father to end my suffering, and then Dad spoke and he said, Lucifer, I never wanted any of this. I didn't want to kill you. I thought you wanted your own place, so I sent you here where you could do whatever you wanted. I was just trying to help, and I thought you didn't want to be my so-called slave anymore, as Dad sarcastically did air quotes, and I said, I am still your slave. When will I be free of you, Dad? And Dad said, you have always been free, Lucifer. I could have taken away all your powers and made you mortal, but I let you keep your immortality and your invincible body. I even let you keep your strength, and you're still blaming me for everything. I honestly don't know what to do with you. I even knew your brother was secretly spending time with you, and I allowed it, and you're wrong. It's all everyone else's fault that you made mistakes. You must take accountability, my son, for the mistakes you made. You can go to Earth anytime you want, Lucifer. You can. And I asked Dad, but I can't come back home, can I? And I cried, and Dad said, unfortunately no, son, you can't. Your brother Gabriel severely injured you when he punched you in the face. And then I asked Dad, is that why I have a red face? And he laughs at me, and Dad said, no, son, you made that face with your imagination. You have self-activated powers, and it triggered a transformation or something. I guess he had nothing to do with that, and neither did your brother. But I didn't believe Dad. So you're not going to tell me just to protect Gabriel? And Dad said, you will figure it out on your own one day, son, and I am sorry I broke your heart, but don't take it out on the people that still care about you, son. I will see you again soon. Now I must go and see what Gabriel is up to on his Earth. And I said, Dad, wait, please let Mazikeen live with my brother Gabriel. I don't want her here anymore, and Lilith doesn't deserve this. Is there any way you could please help them? Let them stay somewhere else, please, Dad, I beg you, or have someone end my life, please, Dad. And Dad said, son, I don't think you will have to worry about Mazikeen. And then Dad told me the truth about Gabriel and my daughter Mazikeen, and Dad said, well, to tell you the truth, son, your brother Gabriel has been having a great relationship with your daughter Mazikeen, and they are in a romantic relationship. And Lucifer got mad and said, what, but he's her uncle? That's nasty. How could Gabriel betray me like this? I thought he could be trusted. And Dad said, your brother Gabriel loves your daughter Mazikeen, and he intends to marry her, son, and she wants to stay with him on his Earth for a while. They wanted to tell you, but they just never had the time. And I said, but he's her uncle. And then Dad said, you know that doesn't matter, right? It's not taboo or wrong for angels to make love to our own kin like it is the humans. We are different from humans, and our biology is different, son. You know that your daughter Mazikeen will have many fine children with Gabriel. And then I puked and said, Dad, how could you allow this? And I thought you would be angry about this. And Dad said, now why would I be angry? That your daughter Mazikeen will have a happy marriage and a good life with a loving husband. And I deadpanned and said, Dad, he's her uncle. And Dad said again, son, that doesn't matter with our kind. You know that there will be no genetic mutations or disorders in their kids' genes. In fact, your brother Gabriel is planning on turning her into an angel and giving her even more powers than she already has. He's not harming your daughter. In fact, Mazikeen is enjoying herself very much right now. She's having sex with your brother's clones, and they are. And I stuck my fingers in my ears and I said, Lala, repeatedly, I can't hear you, blah blah, repeatedly I said. And when I took my fingers out, he was still talking about Gabriel having sex with my daughter Mazikeen and continued to not listen. And I kept saying Lala repeatedly with my fingers in my ears. And then Dad said, and finally your brother expels all seed in her body many times. And I gagged repeatedly and I almost puked on my wife Lilith. Oh bloody hell, you are making me sick, Dad, please stop. Dad, I don't need to hear this. And Dad said, but son, you listened when I taught you everything about sex and what I did with your mother. Please just go. I don't need to hear any more of that. And Lilith said, that little slut. And I realized my wife was listening to everything. And I said, were you listening to everything he said the whole time? That's just nasty. And she said, well, your brother Gabriel is very handsome and muscular. And I said, he's a big meathead and an idiot, but honestly I am glad it's him. At least I know she'll be okay.